Guys, today we will have a practice lesson and I will do some questions and we will do the answers, okay? And try to follow me and think of the answer, right? So you start trying to build a sentence in Spanish, okay? We will be using mostly things we have already learned, right? Conjugations, vocabulary, okay? Adjectives. So try to remember, try to think, and try to prepare the answers while I write them down, okay? So the first of the simple questions is, how old are you in Spanish? How old are you? Do you remember? The word for how in Spanish is como, right? But we do not use this question word in Spanish for asking how old are you. We can ask two different ways. Remember, we always open the question mark in Spanish. We can say, ¿qué edad tienes? ¿Qué edad tienes? Yes? This literally means what age you have. What age you have. Remember, in Spanish, we have age and we have years. We do not say we are so many years. We say we have so many years, okay? Another way and more informal way of asking the same question would be, ¿cuántos años tienes? Okay? This means how many years do you have? How many years you have, right? Usually, ¿cuántos años tienes? Is young people and children use this form of asking, right? This is the more formal way of asking. ¿Qué edad tienes? What's your age, okay? But this is not necessarily childish talk, right? When we are talking with somebody we are acquainted with or somebody with whom we have confidence, we ask, ¿cuántos años tienes? It's a more straightforward question, okay? How many years do you have? And ¿qué edad tienes? You will find it in many forms, right? When you have to fill a form with personal information, you will have this formal way of asking, right? So the answer can be, I am 13, right? I am 13 years old. Tengo means I have, right? Tengo 13, which means 13 años. Okay? Tengo 13 años. I am 13 years old, right? If you want to ask formally to somebody, and remember, in Spanish we have the formal you, okay? We say usted. The tú pronoun, we use it informally or friendly. And formally, we use usted. So if we want to address somebody formally, the conjugation for usted is tiene. ¿Qué edad tiene? Or ¿qué edad tiene usted? Right? Remember that the conjugation of the pronoun usted, which is a formal you, is the same conjugation you use for he or for she, right? For the third person of the singular. So now we will ask, where do you live? Where do you live? And which is the question word for where in Spanish? ¿Dónde? Right? So we ask, ¿dónde? And the verb to live is vivir, right? The verb vivir in present tense for the second person of the singular for you is vives, right? Remember, vivir is a regular verb of the third group, right? The verbs that end in ir. ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? I live in that city. I live, yo vivo in that city. En esa ciudad. Okay? Or in that country. Or in this country. In this country is en este país. Okay? País is a masculine noun. That's why it is este and not esta. And ciudad, for city, is a feminine noun. That's why we say esa ciudad, that city, right? Or we can say in this town, en este pueblo, okay? En este pueblo, for this town. Or we can say in this village, en esta aldea, okay? En esta aldea, or in this hut, en esta cabaña. Cabaña is a hut, okay? So now we will ask somebody, what do you like to eat? Remember the verb to like in Spanish. The verb to like is the verb gustar, but it has a particular conjugation and a particular use, right? Remember the verb gustar, or the verb to like, we use it as a reflexive verb in Spanish, okay? Reflexive verbs are those verbs that we use. We would say, I like myself, he likes himself, this thing, okay? For example, it would be as saying, instead of saying, I like apples, we would say, I like myself apples, okay? That's how we use the verb gustar. And it's more particular because we would say in Spanish, to me, I like myself apples. To him, he likes himself apples, okay? So we would say, a mí me gustan las manzanas. A él le gustan las manzanas, okay? So it's a very special way of using this verb, okay? The verb gustar. So, what food do you like? The word for what in Spanish is qué, okay? The word for food is comida. ¿Qué comida te gusta? Do you like, okay? Te gusta. Te means to you, right? What food do you like, okay? Because it's a reflexive verb. And the answer could be, a mí me gusta, okay? To me, myself, like, right? To eat fish, okay? Fish, pescado. Remember in Spanish we have two words for fish. When the fish is free and alive, we say pez. Okay? Pez. When the fish is dead, we say pescado. Okay? So, when we are the fish that we eat, we do not say pez, right? Because there's a contradiction. Pez is a fish that is alive, right? Pescado is a fish that is already caught and dead and that we can eat, right? Or we can say, a mí me gusta comer carne, meat, right? Carne is generic. Carne means meat in general. It can be beef, mutton, chicken, etc. Usually, generally, carne is used to refer to red meat, right? But it's